What's good, people? We got here a new release from the house of Giorgio Armani. And the fragrance is Armani Code Elixir. It's an elixir, so it's $30 more expensive for no apparent reason. And don't worry, because it's an elixir, the bottle's also half the size. Sound good so far? No, that doesn't sound good at all, but it smells good. Now, I normally don't do this, is what J.J. Colburn would say if he ever took him to a gym. I'm usually wearing the scents that I'm talking about, but this is not exactly a summer in California scent. So I'm going to take this bottle of Armani Code Elixir, which looks like this. Nice magnetic cap, little Armani logo on the top. And we're going to spray my official Ode to Erica, never spray it on my skin, keep it glued to my nose the entire video test strip. It's actually a decent atomizer. The smell, before it even hit the paper, it hit my nose. If you're wondering what this smells like, this $170 new release fragrance, you're immediately blasted in the nostrils with what Armani calls grilled tonka. What's grilled tonka smell like? It smells like tonka. And quite a buttload of it, much like the ones J.J. Colburn receives. But there's a sweetness at the top, mandarin orange essence. And there's leather. It's a decent leather. And there's what's called boozy notes. And this is the funny part about these boozy notes. You get a little bit of woodiness, leading me to believe that the boozy notes are going to either be cognac or bourbon. I cannot tell if it's cognac or if it's bourbon because the mandarin at the top is making it a little bit fruitier. In the dry down, it gets a little bit woodier, a bit more like bourbon. It's probably some accord that Armani couldn't figure out what to call it. Well, I'm going to go ahead and say bourbon. And a note like a creamy floral. I wanted it to be iris. This fragrance has a history of having iris in it, but it's more of like an orange blossom. It's adding a freshness, a creaminess. It's used very well in this fragrance. This fragrance is pretty well blended. It's actually a really nice fragrance. It is very much a mall fragrance, but it is a mall fragrance that is clearly attempting to be upscale. Does it smell like a $300 niche? No, it's a designer. It's doing what designers do. It's $170 for 50 mLs. It's trying to do what a $170 50 ml fragrance from the mall should do. I think it pulls it off quite well. It's buttery smooth. It does last quite a while. And I wore it in some hot weather, so the fact that it lasted 8 hours should, that's a pretty good performer in my book. I kind of wish I was wearing it right now instead of some crappy Navitus. Be warned, it is a lot of tonka. It does project well and then comes a little closer, becomes moderate. It does last a while. This ain't exactly a casual scent. It's kind of a date night, clubbing. Do people still do that? Do they club? I'm not a young person, so I'm not going to go quite crazy as maybe the TikTok crowd would go over this fragrance. But again, I'm not young. I'm not in the clubs getting jiggy with it. They still get jiggy, right? This really is a fragrance that at my age, with the amount of fragrances I already have, I should be a little snobbish about it. Like, psh, I say chip chap cheerio, it is but a boring designer. But it's actually pretty good. But I don't see any reason to go out and get it right now. So I'm going to give this, I wish I was wearing Armani Code Elixir, but instead I'm wearing a crappy Navitus knockoff of Bulgari Tiger, 8 out of 10. And to be honest, probably the best flanker in the Armani Code line. And no, they didn't bring back Absolute with this fragrance. It's a different fragrance. There are similarities. I have it. I much rather have this. This is clearly the better fragrance. But that's all I got to say about that. Thank you guys for watching.